Horsefoot. Yes. Horsefoot.
Yes.
Indeed. Indeed.
Yes.
Indeed. Indeed. Blood and damnation.
round up anyone speaking against the Queen and arrest them. I demand an officer. King Loghain will not suffer the delay. King Loghain demands the allegiance of the Desher, or lords, or whatever you call them in your assembly. I am his appointed messenger.
I don't care if you're the king's wiper. Orzammar will have none but its own until our throne is settled.
None more important than mine.
Your business will wait. Orzammar must limit outside influence until the throne is settled. No one gets in.
Who doesn't? If I don't get in, no one should.
Orzammar has no king. Endrin Idukan returned to the stone not 3 weeks ago, sick over the loss of his sons. The assembly has gone through a dozen votes without agreeing on a successor. If it is not settled soon, we risk a civil war.
Wait, who are you to speak for Ferelden? You're no messenger to Loghain, that's for certain.
Thank the ancestors.
The Wardens killed King Cailan and nearly doomed Ferelden. They're sworn enemies of King Loghain.
Well, that is the royal seal. That means only the assembly is authorized to address it. Grey Warden, you may pass.
You're letting in a traitor? And a foreigner? In the name of King Loghain, I demand that you execute this stain on the honor of Ferelden. What? Lies and slander! King Loghain will not suffer this. I will not suffer it. I'm his messenger.
Kill each other as you will, but take your sodding fight off my doorstep. You've done me a service. That fool Imrek was barking for a week. Are all humans so touched? You are free to enter Orzammar, Grey Warden. Though I don't know what help you will find.
Trost follow, Warden. Your arrival is a
If
mixed
there
blessing.
is
We prefer
anything
that outsiders not
complimentary to be
witness our
said about
infighting,
these people,
but your
it is that they
presence
possess a remarkable facility for carving
Now
stone.
that's a thing of beauty, daughter.
Red,
You were carved like a
please.
rock. Very well. Of course. Get back to the fort. I want to see more details. Yes, Mother.
Red, please, sir. Just a bit.
So, what is going to keep you from poisoning your target now that you have been allowed to accompany us, I wonder?
You are. You will be watching me ever so.
is the assembly who makes a king, and a king who nominates his successor. None of it is carried in the blood.
Or, as now, when someone tries using the assembly to pull a coup. Who's to say what my father said in his final hours, when the usurper Harrowmont was the only one by his side?
I'll have you thrown in prison.
You've bitten off more than you can chew.
Handlers, separate these dashers in the diamond quarter. We will not have Balin incite a riot.
Not speak that way about the man who should be king!
I won't have fighting in the commons, especially in front of outsiders.
I am here.
Blast and damnation.
Yes.
Vieta, surfacer. I'm bid to let you walk the commons, but keep your place. Warden or not, I want order. Surface problems. Well, we have no king to hear you. You can join the shouting at the assembly in the Diamond Quarter if you want. Bunch of Desher lords bickering over sand. Balin, Harrowmont. Is one so different? No paragons here. Surfacers appoint no paragons? Truly, you're lost in all that sky. They are the best of us, declared living ancestors. If you must be our warden, at least know us. Go to the Shaper of Memories in the Shaperate, the true bright spot in the Diamond Quarter. See, that's why I don't want you surfacers seeing our worst. You'll think that's all we are. The market is thin, but busy, and the tavern never closes. Bad blood is usually kept to the proving. Should toss Balin and Harrowmont in there, sort this all out in a hurry. Personal battles for honor and ancestor. I don't expect a surfacer to understand. If you must be our warden, at least know us. Go to the Shaper of Memories in the Shaperate, the true bright spot in the Diamond Quarter. They've caged themselves for fear of each other. As you've seen, keeping order down among us working people is dodgy. No place for a proper lord. Balin speaks through his second, Vartag Gavorn, in the assembly. Lord Harrowmont speaks through Dulin Ferender from his estate. Surfacers appoint no paragons? If you must be our warden, at least know... Yes, you should.
Of course.
Alistair, what's this?
It's a sock?
It's a filthy sock. How did it find its way to my bedroll?
Maybe it likes you. Socks are sneaky like that. Anyway, it's not mine.
It has your name stitched on it.
Oh, part of Templar training back at the Chantry. The men were always getting their socks mixed up. Anyway, sorry about that. I'll take it from you right now. One of my socks is feeling a little damp anyway. A change would be nice.
You're going to put it on? It's filthy.
And dry. We're not exactly traveling in the lap of luxury here.
What hideous habits you've picked up.
Yes.
Did you see that? I cannot believe what this city has come to. This would never have happened when Endrin was alive. The city is torn apart. King Endrin is dead, and the Assembly can't decide who takes the throne, Lord Haramont or that monster Balin. Lord Haramont should be our king. He was King Endrin's closest advisor, the only one he could trust. Endrin himself, ancestors welcome him, asked the Assembly to endorse Haramont. He is a good man and a skilled general. King Endrin trusted him with his life, and I will do no less. He died in bed after his eldest son was murdered, and the Assembly condemned his second son for it. I cannot blame him for preferring to join the ancestors in eternal peace, if Balin didn't murder him himself. Only as a potential match for one of his sons. He was a good king, stern and fair and just. I am Narav Helmi, third daughter of the second matron of House Helmi. And you, stranger, what brings you to Orzammar at such a time? A Grey Warden? That explains why they allowed you past the gates. What kind of aid do you mean? A blight? Now? But our warriors are killing each other in the streets. I'm sorry, stranger. I fear there will be no aid for you in Orzammar. If you seek Lord Haramont's support, I suggest you talk with his trusted advisor, Dulin Ferender. He might be able to get you an audience.
I knew I should have stuck to common nugs. I've gone and lost them too. I'll never find them the way they skitter. No way I'm going back to that supplier in Dust Town. Guess I'm shutting it down. Good on you, stranger. Only need one to turn this around.
Excuse me, do you have a moment? You look like you're not from around here. I've been trying forever to find someone who really knows the surface world. I don't suppose you've heard of something called the Circle? I've been trying to reach someone there for years. I've sent missives with every caravan, but I never get a reply. I want to know if they would accept me for study. That would be wonderful. My name is Dagna, daughter of Janar of the Smithcast. Tell them I've already begun reading the Teventer Imperiums for Tikum Kadab, and it's just fascinating. Did you know the Imperial Magister Lords once had genealogies of every human family known to produce a mage child? Oh, I'll go pack my bags right now. I'll be waiting by my father's shop.
Greetings, and welcome to Garen Garrison's luxury goods shop. Wow, there are a lot of you, and I've never seen one of those before. The things they come up with. What was I saying? Right. Yeah, I have some lovely things here. Lyrium enhanced, of course.
The deep roads are home to the Darkspawn now. Oddly, they're supposed to be safer to travel during a blight.
It will be done.
Go on, I'm out of the nug game. Got nothing to sell. Saraka, I'm back in the game, such as it is. I don't have much besides gratitude, but find a bunch more of these and I'll toss you whatever I found.
A ver, ahora sí creo que puedo hablar. Es que ahorita, como esta Liliana ya la tengo a tope con eso de abrir cofres.
You're the best wrangler I've ever seen.
I'm sorry. Did you have an offering for the ancestors? Although, I can't imagine your ancestors reside in the stone. My name is Vilda, widow of Turok of the Smith caste. I pray here every day for my son, Ruck. I only wish I knew whether I should be asking for his safe return or for the ancestors to accept his soul. It was 5 years ago. He was only a youngster. He joined a Deep Roads excursion, the only smith to go with the warriors to repair their arms. He was so proud, but he got separated somehow. When they came home, he wasn't with them. How? There is no way except to brave the Deep Roads yourself. A warden. So you could do it. Only wardens face the deep roads without a company backing them. Oh, thank you. The ancestors finally heed my prayers.
Take heart, good widow Vilda. We'll do our best.
Please, find me as soon as you return.
Okay.
What is that smell? Dwarven vomit. Charming.
No voy a hacer tu misión, mijo, ¿eh? Esa misión sí que no la voy a hacer. Hacer la iglesia en donde... ¿What? Para... Pues nos vamos todos. Tengo regalos para... Tengo, de hecho, un montón de regalos para la mayoría.
Who are you? You don't look like any guardsman I ever saw, and that's not much of a uniform. Oh, you looking for a chance to bring in some coin? Could be I have that opportunity. Especially for someone with a few connections above ground. No offense, but your kings have some laws that don't make sense in a practical kind of world. Like about who gets to buy and sell lyrium, the sacred gift the stone provides us to show her love. No law should regulate that. The laws are meant to keep mages away from the stuff, so there's always buyers in the Circle Tower. I got one man named Godwin. He's expecting a delivery of a stone's weight. You want an investment opportunity? I could see fit to, say, sell you that lyrium instead.
50
at the reasonable price of 50 sovereigns. You can keep it, or, since you can travel freely from here, sell it to Godwin, who you know is buying. And if you bring back his return order, I could pay you, say, 20 sovereigns as a finder's fee. You haggle like a merchant born. Deal. Here's the lyrium, then. You, probably don't want to take it out of the box. I'll be waiting for the next order somewhere out of sight. Say, just around the corner.
Ay, perdido 40. Ahí sí me pica el codo, gente. Ahí sí me pico el codo.
Spare a bit for the... have you a coin to spare, milady? It's for my son. He's sick. He hasn't any clean clothes to wear or anything to eat today. Neither have I. Thank you. That a stranger would care so much when my own family barred me from their halls unless I'm willing to. But no! I can't bear to even think of it! I wish there were. My name is Erlinda. I wasn't always like this. I was born to a mining caste family. We weren't wealthy, but I never went hungry before. Now it's all gone, and it's my own fault. Ancestors curse me, but there's nothing I can do to set it right. I fell in love. He seemed so exotic, you know? Tough and smart, and never had to bow his head to anyone. He was casteless, and I think... no. I know he was just trying to father a higher caste child so he could petition for status. But our child was a son, casteless like his father. My parents disowned me and stripped my caste from me. Unless I agree to abandon the child in the deep roads and pretend I never bore him. I cannot abandon my baby. The Shapers teach that only children of true lineage exist, not those born casteless. But they never carried a child. He cries like any other infant, and smiles when he's warm and full. I can't kill him because of an accident of birth, an accident I forced on him. Maybe it would be better to spare him that. Let him join the ancestors. I could go home. I have to be alone now. Excuse me.
Vaya. Ok, vamos a ver, veamos. Subamos, tenemos que hacer la misión. Más bien déjale cambio a Orzammar. Y se crashó. Me encanta que se crashee. Pero qué exquisita es que se me crashó el juego. Mientras no haya cofres aquí.
From what I've heard
You have
of
come
dwarven
at a
politics,
difficult time.
I'm almost surprised we
Orzammar
haven't
is
seen
ill
blood
for
running
want
these
of a
streets.
king.
News of the hour. The public has a right to know.
It will be done.
News of the hour. Does Lord Haramon think that Orzammar can hold off the dwarves forever? The assembly...
Wonder why they decided to build a city around streams of lava. An accident waiting to happen.
Permíteme, papi.
The assembly is in session.
As you say.
Enter quietly if you wish to observe.
Your mind has gone to dust if you think we would pass such a writ. Half our houses would go broke without the service trade.
The proposal is only effective until we have a king to ensure we are respected by the surfacers.
Leaving you conveniently positioned to take over all contracts. I'll see your head on a pike first.
Deshers, lords and ladies of the assembly. I've already doubled the guard to prevent violence. Must I summon more?
Steward Bandalore, Balin's sympathizers are tying our hands with trivialities. They may as well open us to the sky.
I suggest we put the matter to a vote.
And I suggest you have a taste of my family's mace. Enough. The assembly is in recess until the members can regain control of their emotions.
Enough. Qué padre.
Warden, welcome. It is always a blessing for Orzammar to host your order. I am Vartag Gavorn, top advisor to our good Prince Balin. What news do you bring? Yes, the treaty. I've seen it in the Shaper's libraries. Now the difficulty is that the treaty only compels our king, and we are sadly lacking one of those right now. My prince is the rightful king, but a disappointing number of lords back the upstart Haramon for the throne. If you show your support for Prince Balin, He might be able to assist with your requests.
Pues nos vamos con Belen.
Aramont promised the same portion of his estate to two different Deshers, Lady Dace and Lord Helmy. Aramont can't possibly grant it to both of them, but they won't find out until after the vote is cast. I have copies of the promissory notes Aramont gave each of them. Once they see those, they should both reconsider their votes. Lady Dace doesn't leave the quarter much, but Lord Helmy's adventurous, likes to spend his time at Tapster's in the Commons. Remember, don't tell them you got these papers from me. You learned of them and drew your own conclusions.
Okay, okay. Señor, me espanta. No lo quiero ver.
I heard there was a Grey Warden here. I am Dulin Forrender, second to Lord Harrowmont, King Endrin's own choice as successor. Word is spreading that the surface may suffer a blight. It is shameful we are not in a better position to help. If you like.
No estoy ocupada, mijo. No estoy chingando. Modelato, cámara de conclave, palacio real. Hay algo aquí en el modelato, ¿no?
Thief! Who would dare take from the Warden? I'm outraged. A thief in the Shapered. What have we been reduced to? I did. He was bald, with the most garish brand across his head. Almost like he took pride in being castless. Imagine. He's probably in the slums somewhere. As if he'd find a buyer for a stolen tome in Dust Town. They couldn't know the value.
Okay. No, sí, Horta.
Oh, pardon me. Were you looking for a particular volume? Not that I could really help. I don't know the libraries very well. I'm just doing some research. Not exactly, but I'm looking for any birth records from the old Ortan Tig. It fell in the last blight, and my mother's family claims to be related. If I'm an Ortan, it means I'm noble. I'd have my own house, a seat in the assembly. Unfortunately, any records would be buried in the Tig's ruins, somewhere in the deep roads.
Alguien ayúdame con los... Ya vengo. ¿Cómo me duermen los caminos de las profundidades? Neta, me duerme a no más poder. A no más poder. Necesito un café. Ay, nada más soy una guardia que me dan miedo.
A Grey Warden? Mother always said that if anyone could find the Tig, it was the Wardens. I hear Prince Balin and Lord Harrowmont have both been sending out small teams these days. Yes, if you can find the Tig in any records, that could do it. That could prove I'm a noble. If you could. Maybe now that you're looking, it's almost too much to hope.
Ok. El yogur me va a ayudar ahorita.
As you say.
La política de Orzammar se rescinde desde los años tales hasta el año tal. En donde aquí se dividen en extraños paragones. En búsqueda del verdadero profeta. Ok. A ver, mi modelador, ¿tienes algo que decir?
When I last walked this hall, Endrin was king and Orzammar was at peace. The memories often speak of the swiftness with which change overtakes us. But it is different to see it firsthand. I apologize, Warden. I should not burden a stranger with such thoughts. I am Zebor, the shaper of memories. The Grey Warden's visit has been recorded in the memories, along with all who accompany you. These are Harrowmont lands promised here. But these are not the deals we approved at the Shaperate. Where did you get these? Had he scripted these counterfeits? This is a serious crime. I will have the Ministry of Lands begin an investigation into the Gavorns immediately. Not entirely. There were 2 promised deals, but their terms differed significantly from what is presented here. It appears the scripter altered the dates and locations of the agreements to make them identical. The Gavorn family is a minor one, founded when a daughter of the Ferender house married down to a warrior caste man. Her brother died, leaving her family heirless. So the Assembly granted him a new family name and allowed him to adopt his daughter's children as heirs. Vartag Gavorn is on record asking the Assembly to bar Harrowmont from King Endrin's sick room. He is a vocal supporter of Prince Balin. The prince consulted me before his father died.
Tengo frío en las
He wanted
piernas.
to know about King Bimo, the last king to rule during a blight. I told him Bimo made many changes during his rule. The assembly was even disbanded for a 2-year period. Bimo declared that, in times of war, the warrior caste answered directly to the king, and all voting was suspended. Balin seemed quite interested. The Shaperate do not vote. We simply record history as it happens. You are an outsider, Warden, but not outside the law. I hope you will not do anything to challenge the stability of Orzammar.
Por supuesto que no, mi amor. Aún no. Aún no. ¿Cómo creen que yo, una guarda gris, pueda hacer un desmadre en un estado que no me corresponde? Sus políticas son distintas, ¿no? ¿Cómo creen? Vamos a deshacer todo Orzammar.
legion of the dead
Cállate.
warriors secretly where Prince Balin...
Cállese, señor.
What do you want? Ah, I suppose you're the Grey Warden everyone's talking about. I am. And what business would you have with me? Well, this isn't exactly a surface broadsheet. Where did you get these? Never mind. It is true enough, but there's nothing I can do about it. This deal was made on behalf of our entire house. Only my father can revoke it. He is leading a deep roads expedition, trying to secure an ancient thaig. It's unlikely he'll be back before the election, but perhaps this vote is important enough for you to brave the tunnels to tell him? The Dace family would be in your debt. He was searching an old Idukan site. He left me with this map, in case his expedition never returned. I'll give you a pass as well. Usually, no one is allowed past the front lines. Does that mean you'll go? So Balin's victory means enough for you to risk your life. How interesting. You should find my father in the mines. He will be very interested in what you told him.
Legion of the dead sighted battling darkspawn near Orzammar. They have no orders.
2 years tomorrow. By all the holy sodding ancestors, how can you people just ignore that?
Bronca didn't go alone, Ogren. She took the whole house, everybody but you. So just get over to Tapster's and drown yourself already. You know as well as I do that's how this always ends.
You think I'm afraid of some cub warrior who's barely off the teat? Ha!
You lift a weapon or attack a single citizen in Orzammar, and you're stripped of your caste and exile. Even you can't have forgotten that. Get out of here before I call a guardsman.
No. Alistair, quítate, papi. Tengo que ir a la taberna. ¿Dónde está la taberna? Escorial. Taberna. Madre, estás del otro lado. Armeros. Grande héroes. Votaciones. Barrio de Abanco, vámonos.
Grey Warden or no?
I trust Vala, stranger. You must be the Grey Warden we heard about. Welcome to Tapster's. I'm Cora, your hostess. How may I serve you? With 52 types of ale, 17 types of mead, and a dozen imported wines, we should be able to serve your needs. What do you have?
A ver, un hidromiel.
I have an award-winning honey mead. Surface family ships it down here every month. Only 1.5 silvers a mug.
Dale.
1 honey mead coming right up.
Nunca hace mal beber como borracho, como enano.
Heading west while he was patrolling the deep roads. When he tried hailing the dwarf, the fellow ran off screaming. Well, I have other customers to see too. If you need anything else, just call me over.
Dale, mi amor. Estuvo chido tu hidromiel.
Told him I don't understand why the provings aren't open to everyone. I mean, it's how the ancestors show their favor. Do they really need our help to decide who's what? And then Lord Dennick Helmy, honored Desher of the Orzammar Assembly, and terrible disappointment to my esteemed mother, who doesn't like me spending time in taverns. You understand what I'm saying, right? On the surface, there are no castes, and it works fine. Am I right, Warden? Very good. I guess someone already told you I was good for nothing, drinking my life away at tapsters. Or did they leave off at greatest shame to ever fall upon the Assembly? I've always liked that one. You know, most smiths and tavern keeps would make decent deshers if we gave them a chance and a seat in the Assembly. Orzammar is so mired in tradition, no one bothers asking if the castes are even necessary.
¿Cómo funciona?
Oh, you're serious?
¿Por qué estoy preguntando?
The king and elected deshers of the Assembly are at the top. Then it's the nobles.
¿Ves? Preguntas una cosa y terminan diciéndote otra. Es como de... Tengo un pene muy grande. A ver, ¿qué pregunté?
Criminals are below even that. Your caste is determined by that of your same-sex parent. And that's where you stay your whole life, whatever your skill. Oh, well, I'd ask for proof, or why you care, but frankly, I'm so tired of it, I'm not even surprised anymore. I don't even want the land, but my house would kill me if I turned it down. Responsibilities, you know. Now I'll have to go through the whole process of rejecting the deal. And we'll both have to try something else. And I thought it was going to be a nice day.
No, mi amor.
Otherwise, my whole house will be humiliated. Doesn't make a difference anyway, one's as bad as the next.
Por supuesto, por supuesto. Origen.
What do you want? Hey, I heard about you. Grey Warden, coming from the surface. Great crisis in the world. Someone saw you talking to Vartag Gavorn, and now it's all over that you've been doing dirty errands for Balin. I figured you'd be the one, you know, who could help me find Branka. But I guess you're just like all the rest. Branka's a paragon. Only one smart enough to be raised in the last 4 generations. She's a smith. Invented some kind of new coal that burns clean. It's been 2 years.
Branka era la mera mera de las
Your
meras.
boss never gave her a thought. I wonder, what does he think he can get from her now? I know he's been poking around, trying to find things out about her, what she was looking for. Won't tell me spit, though. He wants it for himself, right? A little blessing from the ancients' technology, and he's assured the throne. Is that it?
Yeah.
You are looking for it. Of course, that's all anyone cares about. Well, sod off and sod your mother, too. I need a bleeding drink. You keep on your errands. Until your boss really commits to looking, you're getting nothing but smoke out of old Ogren.
En serio, ahora necesitas bajarle 3 litros de alcohol. caminos de las profundidades andan de... por el otro lado. Entonces más tengo que ya ir a los caminos de las profundidades. A menos que me vaya ahorita ya a los juegos. Que me conviene, chula. Irme luego a los juegos.
What's this? A human? We make these tunnels tall enough for humans? I'm sorry, but I cannot allow you past the front lines without Adesha's permission. And I've heard nothing of any new patrols scheduled to leave today. I see you have his daughter's seal, so I will not stop you. But be careful. Just because the beasts have pulled back from Orzammar doesn't mean there are any fewer in the deep roads. Either we finally have the edge, which I doubt, or the beasts are building up numbers for the next attack.
The surface? But I thought the vermin never went up that far except
during blights. Ancestors save us if that's what's happening.
¿Estás de la
What
Paragon?
anyone knows, she went out there with her entire house and she's never coming back.
You don't think maybe she's still there, Commander? She is a paragon, after all.
And now she's an ancestor. No one lasts 2 years in the tunnels. Of course not. Down here, you're bound to run into giant spiders, deep stalkers, and other vermin.
Nada del otro mundo.
Ugly beasts they are. Walk on 2 legs, but they have the head of a worm, can hunt in packs. Watch out. They're not afraid to take on a group their own size. Best of luck.
Gracias, mi amor. A ver, permíteme. Antes de que haga algo. Ay, es que lo pienso porque Liliana... Liliana es la que tiene al 100% la esa madre. Vámonos a los takes. Prepárense un café porque esto va para largo. A las 8 ya me voy, ¿eh? Igualmente regreso con Marvel Guacho. Pero mire ese render, padre. Hijo de tu mañana. A ver, mi emisario. ¿Me quitan? Por favor y gracias. Buenas. Ya te vi, 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 pinche mago. Hijo de tu mañana, ¿cómo osas? Pero es que necesito subir de nivel la cebra, sí o sí. Gracias, Galox. Puedo farmear dineritos.
Very well. Of course.
Pues. ¿Cómo va, Sebran? Habilidad insuficiente me lleva a la cola. Saco de miembros. Partes del cuerpo, gente. Uy, esta runa. Esa runa. Voy por ti, papito. Hijo de tu mañana. Hijo de tu... ¡Ah!
Must you? On it.
No le hagan caso al... la contestadora.
As you say. Of course.
Of course. Una piedrita fracturada. ¿Dónde? ¡Ah! No, espérate, antes de que hagas algo. La piedrita fracturada. Ay, échame el lirio, échame ese lirio. Izquierda, derecha, creo que para acá. Au. Dude, ¿por qué tienen demasiado? 14 de astucia. Tengo que subirle a la astucia.
As you say.
Viene otro.
Perhaps I could have a try at that. This won't take long.
Ay, no puedo, no puedo. Permítanme.
That's the last of them.
Time for some exercise.
Una cataplasma. Puedo curar a este men. A ver si los puedo quemar estos menes. Están haciendo bien.
Very well.
Perhaps I could have a try at that. On it.
You pulled us from a tight spot, friend. You have my gratitude.
I am Lord Anwar-Dace. So what's a human doing out here anyway? I don't understand. What could... These are the terms of a deal we made with Lord Haramont, but... the charlatan. He's promised the exact same land to Helmi. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. I owe you twice now. My life and my house's fortune. May the ancestors smile on you. I must return now. My men need healing and I want to look into this. You wish to travel with us? And let us reach Orzammar before more beasts find our scent.
Vámonos. Como siempre, crasheándose. Y no se guardó, que es lo peor. Permítanme. Órale, a chingar a su... Voy a estar como el perrito. Nos vamos todos. Bendito Sebran. Nos vamos todos. ¡Bleh!
You pulled... So what's a human doing out here? Thank you for bringing this to my attention. I owe you. I must return now. My men need healing and I want to look into this. You wish to travel with us? Be careful then. There are more dangerous things than deep stalkers down here.
Y no, aguántame tantito, papi. Y ahorita si quieres te sigo. Pero por el momento voy a seguir explorando al menos esta zona. Porque tengo que agarrar a esta Leliana. Porque Leliana es la que tiene más astucia. Ya ve que hago una que otra misión. Ah. Bien. Plasma menor. Lirio. Pues aunque sean bebés, los bebés. Con eso me doy por bien servida. ¿Qué pasa, mi predador? A ver, mi emisario, no. No, no va a hacer eso. No vas a hacer eso. Ni se te ocurra. Antes de que tú lo hagas, antes de que tú lo hagas. ¿Dónde está mi emisario? ¡Y te curaste, perro! No dejen que se escape de la central de abastos. ¿Da? Mira. Deja guardo. Si algo pasa aquí. Ok. Regresemos entonces. Me agarro a la Eliana. ¡Qué bendición! Taratán, pam, pam. Vámonos, mis amores, vámonos. Qué bien que tengo a Wayne porque... Si bien si puedo curar 2 veces. Está difícil. A ver, mi Leliana.
Indeed. Indeed.
Vale, vamos de regreso. Vamos por los cofres. Ya puedes agarrar la... No, todavía no. Le falta destreza.
It's done.
Lo bueno es de que nada más vamos y regresamos. ¿Habilidad insuficiente? ¿What? ¿Por qué?
As you like.
Me da risa que me siguieron a mí. Cofre, caja rota.
I'll do it.
Mini champiñón.
Might be in for another fight.
Creo que ya. Aquí está cerrado. Flechas. Listo, ya acabamos aquí. Bueno, entre comillas, porque nos falta nada más ese cofre. Vale, sí, regresémonos a Orzammar.
Blood and damnation.
Yes.
You're the best wrangler I've ever seen.
Pues ya tengo que ir para arriba.
You're the best wrangler I've ever seen.
I'm only asking because you never know who's going to get hung. Oh, I was hoping you wouldn't notice. Most people don't anymore. Or maybe they're too polite to mention it. I had a little incident a few years back. Too much time with the raw lyrium ore, you know. Maybe it was a bad vein. I cut myself and the dust got straight in the blood. Since then, it's been a little hard for me to concentrate. Except when forging, then I'm straight as an arrow. Best work you've ever seen. Look around the shop. See for yourself.
Bueno. Destreza 1. Llévatelo. Llévatelo. Ok. Escuchar música o si no me voy a dormir.
News of the hour. Questions remain as the Lord
News of the hour. Support Lord Harrowmont at your own peril. Darkspawn will overrun Orzammar with...
Lady Dace just came through the quarter on a tear. She's telling everyone who'll listen what a leech and a liar Harrowmont is. Good job. So you were serious about wanting to help us. Are you ready to meet Balin now? I wouldn't keep the prince waiting long.
Yo quiero la zona de hasta abajo, ¿no?
Lord Harrowmont, said to have kicked Castlet in the face.
Raise your voice in support of Lord Harrowmont.
Now you're telling me I just keep on chasing, chasing, feeling, chasing that feeling, chasing, feeling.
I trust Vala.
So long. I'm chasing, chasing, I'm chasing.
As you say.
What are you looking for? We got nothing to buy for the likes of you. Or maybe you wanted to sell.
Déjame ver.
Of course.
Ataque 2. 15% de puñalada. Chasing, 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 chasing that feeling. Mijo, no es por nada, pero tienes pura porquería. Ese igual, pero ese me puede servir. El papel es asfixiante.
Your clothes are so fancy. Did you get them topside? My ma'am used to say they don't got no stone to protect them topside. If I go up there, I'm gonna fall into the sky. Yes. When my dad left, he never came back. Who's to say he didn't fall up, eh? Don't fall into the sky when you go back up there.
Orzammar. ¿Cuántos prepara la audiencia? Información. Ay, pero tengo que ir hasta Hortan. Hey, Fisk. ¿Qué pasa, Fisk?
As you say.
Perhaps I could have a try at that. Perhaps I could
No, todavía no. No, not yet. In this moment, in this moment, I don't have much money. Excited for... Yeah, it's expensive. Sí. Demasiado. Mucho money. That's right, that's right. Mucho money.
Indeed.
I stopped learning Spanish to learn German.
Very well.
So do you want to speak you in Spanish or English? I don't have problem. Well, maybe I need to practice English, but I can. Dinero. Se la pela. Tenemos en TikTok. Okay. I'm Spanish, but when you guys speak fast, I can understand. And that's my problem. I speak well, people say me I speak fast, and sometimes don't understand me, but I don't feel like I speak fast. But the people say me that's right. Yeah, I say I speak faster. You don't, Nelsie. Oh, really?
Lord Balin suspected of personally defacing
Lord Haramont is a weak man, and he will be a weak king.
Yes, but she can. I like her and her speak Spanish.
Are you ready to see Balin now?
Dale.
I warn you, be on your best behavior and keep your weapons sheathed.
I am impressed, Warden.
Not many outsiders so quickly grasp Orzammar's rather convoluted politics. I am Prince Balin. Fartag told me of your efforts against the usurper to claim my father's throne.
Well, the one word is that's fast to learn. No mames. Mierda, por ejemplo. For example, mierda. Sí, puta madre. No mames. What other word you hear? You hear here? Mames. Because mames, that means, well, mother, but without S. That's only mommy. For mames, it's other face. Pendejo también. Pendejo, that's mean fool. Well, foolless. He hablado de tus verdes contra el usurpador. Intenta devolverles el trono de mi padre.
Traditionally, the king decides his successor. The assembly just says aye or nay.
Ah, cabrón. Ah, cabrón may have other mistake. No, mistakes, no. This year. Means. It's like a reaction, yeah. And ¿qué pedo too with reaction and situations? Maybe let me be the one. Maybe let me be the one. Maybe let me be the one.
I know you Grey Wardens claim to be above politics, but surely you can't be blind to that lure.
Por todo te das.
Do you expect modesty? That is no valuable trait for a king. This is a time for action, not cultured debate. We need absolute unity to fight against the fulcrum of true evil. Absolutely. And sworn on the mail of my ancestors, as soon as Orzammar is united
Concha
under
tu
my
madre.
Unfortunately, while this debate rages, I have no power to send the troops you need.
Well, la concha de tu madre, that es más palabra de Argentina. Más que mexicana, es argentina. Pues casi que aquí no utilizamos mucho lo que es la palabra la concha de tu madre. In my experience with speaking with people of Chile, yeah. I can understand how they say. Maybe 2 words in expensive conversation. I don't know, so it's for... ¿Cómo se dice acento? Ascent. Ajá, ascent. Acento. Ajá, acento. Sí, no sé si es por su acento que como juntan las palabras. Entonces a veces suena como barrido. No sé si me entiendes en esa parte. O sea, dos palabras pegadas, aunque son dos, suenan a veces así como barrida. Entonces, a veces no les entiendo qué es lo que dicen. Accent, 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 accent. Mm. Accent. Ah, that's the pronunciation. Oh, right. Thank you, Fisk. Pero hacer algo sobre eso.
Jarvia and her Carta are behind this bedlam. If you can eliminate them, I promise as king, I will send as many troops as you need to fight the Darkspawn. Unfortunately, I have little information on Jarvia. Her base of power is in Dust Town, the lowest part of the city, and my men have few sources there. Maybe the castless will talk more freely with a stranger.
Things look like Spanish and doesn't have at the same time. Ah. Una con mi lealtad con la extraña.
And I will wait eagerly for your return.
Ok, pues yo creo que hasta aquí lo voy a dejar. A las 10, pues voy a estar en Marvelitos con Stanel, el Rey. Espero que el Canon y el Dani. Y el Maíz, si estás por ahí, Maíz. Entonces aquí le voy a dejar esta partecilla. Porque Orzammar es tan perro lento, pero lento con ganas. Hartas ganas de ser lento. Y pues ahorita me toca medio chambearle, entonces.
Ay, qué bendición.
¡Qué bendición, gente! Ahorita me toca medio chambear, entonces. Medio chambear entre comillas, porque pues voy a moderar. Así los sonidos están un poquito altos, entonces para que no te rompas los oídos, Fisk. Entonces hasta aquí lo voy a dejar. Déjenme ver con quién los dejo. Ah, pues está el Kitsu, Yere. See you later, Fisk. For a moment, I stopped play Dragon Age, and later, for 10 o'clock of the night, I play again with Marvel Rivals. So if you can see us, or los dejo con el Jerry. See you later, Fisk.